Have to see you. All right. So welcome to your Thursday blast of Pilates. It's a dark September morning. I hate days like this. I'm just saying. So let's get busy and do some nice Pilates, and we'll just feel so much better, won't we? I don't know why I'm standing like this because we're going to grab our squishy ball to start with. And you're going to stand with your legs shoulder width apart, sort of. Yeah, about shoulder width. That'll do. And if your legs want to turn out slightly, that's fine. They don't have to be in pure parallel. Mine don't like it like that. So a little bit of turnout is fine. And then you're going to hold your squishy ball up in front of your chest, in front of your breastbone, with your elbows down so you can relax those shoulders. And then guess what we're going to guess what we're going to do? Some squats. Here we go. Four down as low as you can. That's it. Good. Keep the chest up. Super. Press into the heels as you come up so you really feel the backs of your legs and your buttocks working. Good. Get down low, but make sure your knees are going out over your second and third toes. This is 6, halfway. As always, as we go through the class today, make sure you're listening to your body. If you've got anything niggly going on, be nice to yourself. You know, we're heading into autumn. We've got to be nice to ourselves. I always think the sort of change of the seasons, you've got to be nice to yourself, really. Now I've lost count. Let's say this is 10, shall we? It's about 10. Dan looks like he could just carry on squatting all day. Can I just say? And up, but we won't. There you go, chaps. All right. You're going to bring the squishy ball to your side and you're just going to roll it down towards your ankle and then come back up. There you go. So just a nice, easy opening of the side body. Taking your squishy for a walk down the side of your leg. Lovely. Couple more. Let's just do one more, shall we? That's it. Let the head go. Keep the chest open to the ceiling. Super. Other side. Same deal, but on this side. Squishy ball rolling down towards the ankle bone. Connected to the knee bone. And all that. Good. Nice. One more. And come back up. Good. Put your feet in fist width apart stance. And again, you're going to take your squishy ball for a walk, but this time down the front of your legs. So it's like a regular roll down. Let's go down. So rolling down, one vertebra at a time. When you get to the bottom there, bend your knees slightly and press on your squishy ball as if you're trying to press it through the floor, and use that pressure to straighten out your back. So make a table with your back. So it actually feels like you're sticking your bottom out to make your back flat as you can. And then drop forward again, rounding over the legs, and roll the squishy ball back up your body. All right, so like a regular roll down with a little bit at the bottom that's different. Breath in, exhale, chin to chest as you start rolling the squishy ball down the groove of your legs. And then press down on the squishy ball as you lengthen out the crown of your head, making your back as flat as you can. And then round forward and bring the squishy ball back up. Just one more. What do you say? Breath in. Exhale. Keep the knees soft. And then again, press down on the squishy ball. Use that to slide the shoulder blades down your back, lengthening, if I can say it, out your back as flat as you can. Then round forward and roll yourself back up. Super. All right, we're going to come down onto our mat with the squishy ball, which we're going to place behind us. So you need to find, it's really no good me saying this is where it needs to be, because you need to find where it's going to be good for you. What we're going to do is come sort of almost like a half roll back, but it's rolling up instead. So you're going to have your feet out in front, and the further your feet are away from you, the easier you're going to make it for yourself. Now I've got my squishy ball sort of where my bra strap would be. And then from there, I've scooped my pelvis underneath me. I'm pulling my belly button down, and I'm going to exhale, and I'm going to come off the squishy ball. That's it. So yes, you might need to slide it down a bit further and then come back. Good, looking good, chaps. Exhale, we come up. Inhale, you go down. Now really focus on using those abs, pulling the belly button into the spine. Lovely. Keep the front of the thighs relaxed. Feet nice and relaxed on the floor as well. Superb. If you want to beef it up a little bit for yourself, bring your heels a little closer to your body. See how that feels? Ooh, yeah. On this next one, we're going to stay back. Stay back, lightly resting on your squishy ball. Try not to put too much weight on it. And then just going to open your arms out to the side and close. There you go. Open and close. And 3. Good. Keep that connection at your center. 2 more. 5 and 6. Lovely. And then you're going to bring yourself all the way down. Slide the squishy ball so it's further up your back. So it's in the top part of your back. Support your head with your hands. Lengthen out your legs. And then enjoy this as you take a nice little sort of almost like a back extension, isn't it, over your squishy ball. Keep your tailbone lengthening towards your heel so you're really working into the top part of your back. Opening out your chest, opening out your armpits to the sky. Should feel quite nice. And then bring yourself up. Lovely. And let's put the squishy ball between our knees. All right. Blasting through this, chaps. We're going to do some tilts and curls with the squishy here. Keep those feet nice and broad and relaxed on the floor. As you take a breath in, exhale, tilt the pelvis up towards you. Inhale, rock it back to neutral. Exhale, tilt the pelvis. Good. Inhale, rock it back. Just a couple more here, seeing how much movement you can get in that lowermost part of your spine. Exhale, keep the collarbones nice and wide. Let's take it to a curl. Exhale, we tilt. And then bring the hips all the way up. Super. Keep the pelvis tucked underneath you. Open out the front of your hips towards the ceiling. Superb. And then exhale, let's roll it down. Now we're going to go up again. If you feel you want to bring your heels a little closer to your bottom, please do. Exhale, we tilt. Nice strong tilt. The knees go forward as the hips come up. Let's take a bit of a squeeze on the squishy. Say hello to your inner thighs. And also Mabel. Hey, Mabes. Bless. And then we're going to roll down. Lovely. Let's do one more and add on some spicy bits, shall we? Exhale and we tilt. Up you come all the way. Now get back up to that nice form. Use your backs of your thighs and your buttocks to press the hips up. Use the backs of your arms. Standing into your feet. Now let's squeeze on the squishy. So take a breath in. And as you exhale, take the full length of your exhalation to squeeze on the squishy like you're going to pop it. And then inhale, release that off. And we go again. Exhale, we squeeze as hard as we can. And then we release it off. Now, the thing, keep going with this. The thing here is you want to keep those hips nice and high. So as your body starts to fatigue, they might want to sort of sag and give in to gravity a little bit. And we're not going to let that happen. 2 more. Exhale, squeeze. Last one. A nice strong squeeze on the squishy. Good. Now lift up those hips one last time, a little bit higher. Get the last drop out of the tank. And then roll it down and bring your knees into your chest. Nice work, guys. All right. Bring your legs down. Put the squishy to the side for the moment. And we're going to do a little bit of dead bug. All right. So one leg at a time into tabletop. Arms above your chest, palms facing, and make sure you've extended those fingers to the ceiling. Good. Now already be pulling down in your center. Remember, it's like water down a plug hole, putting down into the mat. So you're going to take your right arm and your left leg long away from you. And then as you exhale, it's like you're pulling your limbs in from your center. Use your core to retract your limbs. That's it. Left arm, right leg, long, long away. Stretch them away. And then exhale, really use your center to bring the legs back. Good. Keep this going. A little bit of dead bug on a Thursday morning. Imprint the back slightly, so you're pressing the back of your waist into the floor, keeping your lower back nice and safe. And see how much connection you can get out of your center to make those legs come back in. So remember the thing we do when we think about, when we've got the squishy ball between our thighs, and we think about drawing it into our body. Do you remember that one? See if you can find that connection as you bring the leg back in. And see if that helps you get a little bit more connection. We're just going to do one more set here, chaps. Remember, the lower you take your leg, the harder you're making it for yourself. Adjust as necessary. Bring the legs back in, hug the knees to the chest. Superb. We are going to move on to dead bug on steroids. Okay, so that's one leg, both arms. Now, the same thing, I really want you to feel like you're using your center to bring the legs back in. Like Al Pacino in The Godfather, when they bring you back in. Remember that line? I know Dan knows that line. No, oh, he sort of does. Legs back in tabletop, arms over your chest. Are you ready? Let's go left leg, both arms. Now see if you can get your upper arms near your ears, and then exhale, really use your center to bring everything back to the start. And then right leg going out long. And exhale, bring it back. Inhale. Now maybe you want to start to take your leg a little bit lower, but you know what the big condition here is. If you start to feel your back move, arch away from the floor, you've gone too far, and you need to rein yourself in, you wild thing, you. All right? Keep the back pressing into the floor. Keep that connection at your center. Looking really good. Exhale, bring it back in. Lovely. Long away. Shall we do one last set? All right then. Left leg. Bring it back. Right leg. Bring it back. Bring your hands behind your thighs and rock yourself up. Super. All right. Take a little bit of height. Here comes Terry. Dun, da, 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 da. And we're going to sit cross-legged on a little bit of height. Hello, sweetie. You all right? He's good. All right. So you're going to take the squishy ball out to the side now. It's in line with your hip, out to the side, straight arm, fingers on the squishy ball, all right? The other arm we're going to bring down to our side so we can roll that shoulder down and back. And then it's much like we did right at the beginning of class. You're going to take your squishy for a walk so we get into a little side bend. That's it. Keep your hand on the squishy ball. And then roll it away from you. There you go. Keep the chest open. Keep the hips into the floor. Don't come off the hip like this. Make the work happen in the waist. There you go. And then roll it back. And then we go again. So the hips stay into the floor. There you go. If you're more comfortable in a long diamond, you can do that. Oh, sweetie. Thank you. And we go again. Exhale. Super. Well done. We're going to go one more. Take it away. And bring it back. Good. Bring the squishy in front of you this time. Same idea, but we're going to roll it forward. A little bit of stretching. I know Dan's going to like this. He likes this stretching. That's it. Take the squishy for a walk in front of you and then roll it back. Let's go again. Exhaling as you roll it forward like you're rolling out some nice croissant dough. And back. Let's go one more time. Now really think of releasing, letting go in those hips. Can you feel that? Let go. And bring yourself back. Good. If you've got your legs crossed, change the cross of your legs. Let's go to the other side. So remember, in line with your hip, arm straight, this arm down here. Open out the shoulder. Good. And then we're off. And we're off. And inhale back. And exhale. Good. That's it. Go as far as you can. Looking good. Keep this hip into the floor. She nagged. Nya, 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 nya. One more. Yeah. Ooh. And bring it in. Good. So back to the front one, because you've got the other leg in front if you're cross-legged, and it might feel totally different for you. Exhale as you reach it forward. Inhale as you bring it back. Super. Exhale. Hey, Mabel, look at that face. What a sweetie. And bring it back. Let's go one more time. Exhale, take it forward. Inhale, bring it back. Lovely. All right. We are going to do a little bit of inner thigh work, either with the magic circle or with your squishy ball, all right? Whatever you've got to hand. If you're using your magic circle, it does take a little bit of wrangling, shall we say. So I find the easiest way to get into it is to come down on your back, put the squishy, not squishy, hello, magic circle pads above your knees, and then put a bit of squeeze on it so you can make it into a nice oval shape and then turn onto your side. Or if you've got your squishy ball, just pop it there, just above your knees, on your side, on your side. We're going to do some clams. You're just going to, both of you have got your squishy ball, so that's fine. You're just going to press down on your squishy ball. All right. So you want your feet in line with your bottom here, and then you're just going to exhale and squeeze down. That's it. Good. And release and squeeze down. Super. Now, if you're working with a magic circle, you want to see if you can get those pads to touch. If you're working with a squishy ball, can you pop that squishy ball? Come on. I'll send you a new one if you do. Promise. 2 more. Actually, no. Let's do 4 more. Yeah, let's work those inner thighs. You never know when you might need your inner thigh strength. All right, one more for luck, and I want you to hold it down there. Hold the squeeze, hold the squeeze. Superb, and up you come. All right, listen, we don't have much time, so you're just going to use your arm as your pillow. Grab a little weight if you want to. We will squeeze in one arm opening, all right? That's it. Over you go. Remember to keep your hand in line with your shoulder. Don't let it float up. And then turn your breastbone towards the ceiling. If you're using your hand for your pillow, you can just support your head there. It's very nice. Make sure you're fully turning your head to look at your hand. And then bring yourself back. All right. Only time for one, I'm afraid. It's Express Pilates. We're going to do our beefed up clams on the other side. So get your squishy if you're using it, or your magic circle back in position. Sometimes these things, it's like they've got a life of their own, a mind of their own. All right, are you ready? Feet in line with your bottom, remember, don't let your feet come forward, keep them back. And then we squeeze. Ooh. And we squeeze. I did mention yesterday, was it Grace Jones, the James Bond villain, who squeezed her victims' heads between her thighs? I think it was, wasn't it? You could be Grace Jones if you want. She's looking pretty good, huh? Maybe that's the secret to longevity. 3 more. Good. Exhale as you squeeze. Go on, pop your squishy ball. Like I said, I will send you a new one if you do it. Promise. Come on. Yes. All right, one last one for luck. We're going to hold it down there. Oh, that's it. Readjust the squishy. Nice work, guys. And release. Release your victim's head. Let's go into an arm opening. Legs up at 90, shoulders down, and then we set off, drawing a nice arc over our body. opening out. Taking a couple of nice deep breaths here. Breathe into the ribs, sideways and backwards. Pour lots of lovely oxygen into your lungs. And then let it go. Bring yourself back. Superb. And we're going to come onto our tummy for our back extension. And again, we're going to work with the squishy ball. Now, I am just going to get a little bit bossy on this one because I've been seeing some stuff this week. Oh, I've been seeing some stuff this week, I'll tell you. So this is what you do. You're going to just put enough pressure on the squishy ball that it doesn't roll away with your forehead. We're certainly not using it like a pillow, okay? So just relaxing, placing very lightly your head on the squishy ball. Then your arms are out to the side, lengthening your tailbone towards your heel so your lower back is nice and long. And then we're going to come up to cactus. Now, I want you to get your forearms parallel to the floor and as high as you can here, keeping the shoulders down. And then from there, you're going to draw your shoulder blades together. Now, as you do that, the forearms are going to come higher to the ceiling. They're not moving down yet. They're just going up this way as you draw your shoulder blades together. And then after we've done a few of those, we are indeed going to bring our elbows down towards our hips like that, and then come back up to your cactus and then float down. All right, now what I'm gonna, get picky about is keeping the forearms parallel to the floor and lifting them up higher as you close your shoulder blades. All right then. Set yourself up for success. As you extend your tailbone towards your heels, you're going to find your belly button lifts away from the floor, so that's nice. Shoulders down. Inhale, float up your arms to cactus. And now squeeze the shoulder blades together and just feel those forearms get closer to the ceiling. And then float everything down. Let's go again. Couple more of these to get us in the groove. Inhale to cactus. And then squeeze the shoulder. That's it. Yes, nice work. There you go, Jan. Lovely. And then down. Good. One more like this, chaps. Inhale, we float up. Squeeze the shoulder blades. And float down. Let's add on. Inhale, we float up to cactus. We squeeze the shoulder blades together like you're trying to hide a ballpoint pen between your shoulder blades. Hold that squeeze and now bring your elbows down towards your hips. So your arms come into a sort of a W position, forearms still parallel to the floor. Float back up to cactus and float it down. Two more like that. We float up. We hide a ballpoint pen between our shoulder blades. We bring our elbows down towards our hips. Feel the work in the back. Float up, float down. One last one. Make it a good one. Up we go. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Close them up. And then bring the elbows down. Lovely. Back up you come. Float it down. Push back into child's pose. Nice work, chaps. Superb. Bottom pulling down towards your heels, stretching your fingers forward, opening your armpits to the floor. And then up you come. Let's come onto our backs for a little bit of nice stretching. I am going to suggest we use the squishy ball under your bottom. But if you don't like it, don't do it. Let's just use the squishy ball. If you've got your magic circle and you want to use that, that's fine. I'm going to go with just squishy. You're going to place it under your bottom. And again, you need to get comfy here. So we're just as needed. And then we're going to go into our nice glute stretch. So an ankle over a knee. That's it. And then draw that thigh towards you. That's it. Yeah, make sure you're comfy on your squishy. Mabel's getting restless. Just let that thigh drop towards you. Use the breath to create space on the inside and just let your body let go. Oh. Super. Let's change sides. Do the old switcheroo. Breathing into it. Opening out the hip as well, using the elbow against the thigh to get a little hip opening. There you go. That's it. Relax. You can relax this top leg. That's it. Untie your legs. Let's get into those hammies. So we're going to take one leg up. Other leg is going to be on the floor, so we're nicely supported. And then you're going to hold behind your thigh. Hold behind your thigh. Good. Let's do a little bit of flexi pointy, because that will start opening out the back of the leg for us. Can you feel that in your calf? Hopefully you can. Yes. Ah, good. And then let's keep the foot flexed. We're going to bend the knee down towards our chest. Keep the knee where it is, and then push the heel away from you as you extend your leg to new depths. There you go. Keep it flexed, and we go again. Bend the knee down. Keep it in that new position while your big toe gets nearer to coming to the floor above your head. That's it. Come on, Dan. Kilimanjaro awaits, my friend. One more time. We bend and we extend. Nice. Let's change legs. Now we're going to ease ourselves into this side because we don't know how this side is feeling yet. Hold on behind the thigh. And then start with a little flexi pointy, so you can fathom how your hamstring is today. There you go. Not too bad, actually. How you feeling? All right. Good. Yes. And then when you're ready, keep the foot flexed, bend the knee down. And then it's like you're pushing your heel away from you. That's it, Jan. Yes. That's it. So attempting to keep your thigh in that new position. Super. There you go. You bend it down. And then you go again. Lovely. Relax. Let go, chaps. We're going to go 2 more times. Soften in the hip crease. That's going to help you as well. The leg getting closer and closer to your face with each bend and extend. That's it. Relax the upper body. There you go. There you go. And bring the leg down. All right. Because we're here and because we can, you're going to bring your legs into tabletop. Arms down on the floor. Take your toes to the ceiling. Turn the legs out so you start to see the inner seam of your leggings. That's it, your heels come together. Now you're going to open your legs out to your straddle stretch, and you're going to hold on to your thigh, so you're giving yourself a little bit of support. There you go. That's it. That's it. So make sure you've dropped the legs out just to the side. So when you're above here, your feet are over your hips. That's the position they stay, but you just open them out then. And then again, if you want a flexi pointy, and we're using gravity here to help us explore our straddle stretch. Can have a little wiggle around there. It's quite nice. Keeping the thighs supported. You might go further than you ever thought you could. Yes, thought so. All right, so we've worked the inner thighs a bit. Let's use them now one last time. You're going to add a little bit of resistance to those inner thighs as you keep your feet flexed and squeeze those inner thighs to bring your legs back up over your head. Yeah, go on, resist, 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 resist. Super. Bring your legs down one at a time. Get rid of the squishy ball and make your way into 4-point kneeling any which way you can. Really nice, everyone. I have to say, I really do think stretching is one of those things, if you don't like it, you can learn to like it. Dan's looking at me a bit skeptically there. But shoulders down, untuck your toes if you can. That's it. Breath in, exhale. Let's round the back over. Let the head drop. Pull the belly button up towards the ceiling. Push the mat away from you. Inhale, lengthen through, shoulder blades sliding down your back. Reach long out of the crown of your head. Let your tailbone float up. Super. One more like that. Exhale. Tailbone coming up and underneath you. Inhale, lengthen through, shoulders down into a nice arch, stretching out the spine. Super. And then return to neutral. All right, people, let's plank this thing out. Right leg back, left leg back. Here we go. Breastbone reaching to the top of your mat. Super. Pushing the mat away from you, both looking super strong. Well done. Let's hold this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off into your downward dog. Letting your limbs lengthen. There we go. Letting your breastbone drop towards the floor. Now you're going to come up high on your tippy toes. Nice and high up on your tippy toes. And then push your hip crease up towards the ceiling. As you do that, you'll find your breastbone drops a little bit closer to the floor. Keep that new position now with your torso as you let your heels drop back towards the floor. There you go. Remember, my hand is on your shoulder blades and I'm pushing ever so lightly down. There you go, Dan. That's the right direction. Good. Let's go one more time. High up on the tippy toes, which feels quite nice. Lift up the hip crease. So you're getting more opening in the backs of the legs and the breastbone is dropping down. Keep that new position as you re-lower your heels. Oh, isn't that nice? Breathe. Opening out the buttock crease. And then bend your knees, walk your hands in. And bring yourself up. Rolling up through the spine. Let's take a little chest opener at the top. Super. Change the interlace of your fingers. Really nice, guys. All right, let's come back to center to finish this off. Mind your toys. We're going to be one more minute. I hope you've got time to stay with me. Taking our legs back to sort of shoulder width apart like we did at the beginning of the class. Bend the knees slightly, and then we're just going to tip you over side to side. So remember how it felt when you were walking the squishy ball down the side of your leg. Get that feeling, but going side to side. That's it. Keep the knees bent here. Knees are bent. And then you can just let go. Tailbone dropping down towards the floor. There you go. And back to center. We're going to do what I'm calling the flim flam. This one, just let your arms swing around your body. That's it. Keep the knees bent. Keep the knees bent. Get down. Little bit of rotation through the spine. Turning to look at the wall behind you. And then come back to center. Feet together. All right. Hands on your hips. So you're going to take a little knee bend, get nice and low here, marshmallow time, boing, boing. Keep the heels pressing into the floor there. Now press the soles of your feet into the floor, like you're pushing the floor away from you, and your legs will straighten. Remember all that inner thigh work we did? We're going to use that here. Squeeze the inner thighs together like you're crushing a grape between your thighs, and you'll get some uplift, which we're going to use to take us up onto our tippy toes. Gorgeous, everybody. And then lower the heels reluctantly, keeping as much length through the body as you can. Super. Let's go again. Marshmallow time. Get low. That's it. Push the floor away from you through the soles of your feet. Squeeze a grape between your thighs. And oh, I'm floating. Woo! Can't help myself. Stick your top of your head to the ceiling. Lower the heels. So your backs of your legs are getting longer all the time. We're going to do one more with the showcase finale balance finish. Okay. Marshmallow. Nice and low. Soften everything up. There you go. Push the floor away from you. Now this time, as you crush your grape between your thighs, you're going to let your arms float up as well to help you. Middle fingers reaching to the walls either side of you. If you come off your balance like I just did, you just get back on the horsey. There we go. Fantastic, everybody. Really nice work. Have a super weekend. I'm off on the holes now. I'll see you in 3 weeks' time.
Thank you very much. Have a good holiday.